You guys are so lucky today. I'm gonna give you a walkthrough of my yard and my garden. I hope it's not too long or too boring, but oh yeah, you can hit stop. Okay, here we go. There are garden beds. If you saw my tilling, if you watch my tilling, that's the tilling section. That's going to be where we're going to put our melons at. Watermelons, cantaloupes. Last year we tried them in our beds and they just went crazy all over the bed, so they were like out of control. That tilling took me about an hour, so anybody can do that. So let's start down at the front. Tina put some flowers in here. We got some African daisies and morning glories. You can see them. Hopefully they're going to climb up the trees. Here we've got garlic chives. These grew all the way through the winter, so there's no problem growing those here. Now, this end of this bed, these are all peppers. Got some California peppers, otherwise known as green peppers. Those we bought at the nursery. The ones in the back are also California peppers, but we did those from seedlings, or did those from seeds. I'm hoping that they take off, but they haven't yet. We have a poblano here. That one is really slow growing. We've got a peppercini and we've got a jalapeno back there. Now, these are all squash, spaghetti squash, zucchini squash, but unfortunately we had 2 days early in the month where Mother Nature reaped her wrath with the cold, so I don't think they're gonna make it. These were all done from seeds. This is the only one that survived the cold snap. This is also zucchini squash from the nursery, but this one's not doing too well. We have parsley back here, grown from seed, and then we have cilantro here that's doing much better, grown from seeds. This is the flower bed. This crazy bush here is lemon oregano. These are all flowers. These are daisies. Back in the back, those are all morning glories. They should grow right up the fence. They got caught in that cold too, and it really stunted them. This here is parsley we got from the Greens nursery, and then this is oregano. Now over here we have your zucchini squash. That was from seed. This is from the nursery. This is also zucchini squash. These are green onion. Still doing good. Got 3 rows of those. And then this is red cabbage. You can see they're starting to close up. I've never grown them before. Now that is dinosaur kale, and we let that grow all year. You can see these are all seed pods. Really easy to grow. This is Napa cabbage, and it has just gone crazy, probably because it's so cool. That's a sage plant that we got from the nursery. Now let's go over to the tomatoes. Start at the front here. Got a couple of basil plants here. couple of strawberry plants. We got all those from the nursery. This is dill. Those are grown from seed outside. Now, these are tomatoes, obviously. This is a beefsteak. I'm trying to get at least 3 stalks to grow up so I have more fruit. This one is a better boy. And if you look down there, you can see the tomato. Birds pecked at it a little. This is Roma. You can tell by the tomato. And then we've got grape tomatoes here. Here we've got cherry tomatoes. And then on the back side, we've got another cherry tomato. As you can see, I've got a couple of shoots down there. I'm trying to get 2 more shoots to come up. And then another grape tomato. You can appreciate all the flowers on one stem there. I've only got 1 shoot coming up that side. This here's another Roma. Haven't got any tomatoes on that yet. And then this one's another Roma. That one I've got some tomatoes on. And then this one's an heirloom. I haven't gotten a tomato on that yet. I'm not really impressed with that one. Now we'll switch over here and show you our potatoes in a can. Doing really well. We just cut up some potatoes, stuck them in there. And here we've got some broccoli. You just snip them off and they keep growing. This is 4 rows of green beans, bush green beans. Very easy to grow. And then as you can see here on the fence, these are all peas. Last year we loved them so much. We had very few plants, but we planted a ton of them this year. So we're gonna have plenty of peas. You can see the fence I've got there. I know they won't grow all the way to the top, but it gives them plenty of room to grow. Now in this bed we've got some cucumbers. Unfortunately these suckers got killed by the cold, but I do have another row that I planted in between them there. You can see them coming up. And then we got some from the nursery. I will go over and show you my tomatoes that I'm propagating. Now these I just plucked off of those tomato plants, and as you can see, all the roots are doing really well, almost ready to plant. Back there, that one is beefsteak. This one is better boy. And then here are our seedlings. Tomatoes, cucumbers, basil, cilantro, dill. I'm hoping they start doing better now that they're out here, out in the sunlight. Now we're going to go out front. put a simple fence up on the wall, and we've got morning glories. Now that one flower there, that's a zinnia from last year. These are all sunflowers. Planted this lonely little basil here. I'm going to put some tomato plants out front here. That's where we get our water. And then over here by the tree, I've got a row of zinnias in the back, and then morning glories, and then zinnias, and then morning glories. And then we've got a few flowers here. Tina planted. Gonna see how that does. And that's about it. So now we'll go out and we'll say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Big smile. That's it. And that's it.